Greetings from the NESA Center. This is Jeff Payne. I'm the Manager of Academic Affairs at NESA. This is the third in a series of short briefs relating to the Indian Ocean region. Today's topic is what is the Quad, which is something that is discussed a great deal when you're talking about the Indian Ocean as well as the Pacific Ocean, or to use a shorthand, the Indo-Pacific. And as ever, the views presented in these briefs do not represent the views of the United States government, the Department of Defense, or the NESA Center. So the Quad, or its official name, the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, is constituted of four actors: Australia, India, Japan, and the United States. What is it? Well, that depends on who you ask, and honestly what time you're asking them. Sometimes they're portrayed as simple consultative talks between the four actors. Other times, the Quad is presented as a new maritime security partnership throughout the Indo-Pacific. Still others conceptualize it as these four partners being the stakeholders for a free and open Indo-Pacific. And another way of perceiving the Quad is as a counter to Chinese aggression in the Western Pacific and in the Eastern Indian Ocean. But really what this is about is the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, the Quad, is an ongoing exchange between Australia, Japan, India, and the United States regarding the Indo-Pacific. The challenges that exist in this massive maritime area, the challenges that each individual country faces, and the challenges to the existing rules of the game, so to speak, throughout the Western Pacific and the Eastern Indian Ocean. There is a component of China when it comes to the Quadrilateral. This is overt with some of the membership of the Quad, specifically the United States and Japan. Still others emphasize the concept of the free and open Indo-Pacific. This is more, you hear this more from the United States and Australia than any other actors. For India, this has generally been about consultative talks, a way for four countries that have maritime power, that have the ability to reach beyond their immediate waterways, to essentially counter specific challenges that exist in the Indo-Pacific. This could be everything from counter-piracy operations to humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, to maintaining that commercial trade and commercial transit in the maritime domain is protected. These four countries represent a substantial portion of the maritime resources that exist in the Indo-Pacific. Why does the Quad matter? It matters because it focuses on the incredibly important Indo-Pacific region. If you throw out the strategic dimensions of the Indo-Pacific concept, if you disregard those, the Indo-Pacific represents the future of the global economic wealth of the world. The Indian Ocean and the Western Pacific especially are the areas where the most economic advancement and most economic development is occurring in the world. This includes Southeast Asia, this includes East Asia, this includes South Asia, Eastern Africa, the Middle East, and Australia. There is a lot going on here economically. Second reason it matters is because it creates a new maritime methodology. Each of these four actors are active in the maritime domain. They are considered naval powers in and of their own right. They have specific specialities that they can do better than virtually any other actor. So for all of them to work together, it creates a greater opportunity to address specific challenges, independent of any rivalry with another country. This could help everything from better responses to disaster. It could create better information exchange, better training mechanisms, better counters to illicit networks. But another key thing to point out about the Quad is that each of the actors are all committed to sustaining the rules-based system. And in the maritime domain, this is particularly important because the maritime domain is the primary mechanism by which global trade occurs. So if the rules are the same for everyone and the rules are guaranteed, then it creates a stabilized domain for which economic exchange can go through. So the United States, Australia, India, Japan are all committed to maintaining the safety and security of the global commons. And the other thing to mention is the Quad is a work in progress. It initially was stood up in the end of the last decade, and there was a lot of hype regarding these four countries coming together and having conversations about the Indo-Pacific, and then it kind of disappeared. The wind came out of their sails, so to speak. But in the last 3 to 4 years, the Quad has picked back up. But for all of you who are watching this brief, the key question is, what are your views on the Quad? Forgive the grammatical error there, but what are your views of the Quad? How do you see it mattering? How do you interpret it? Especially if you are based in the NESA region, how do you see this? Is this a partnership that is meant to counter China? Is this an opportunity for specific challenges to be better addressed? Is this a certification of countries ratifying the current existing international system? How do you define the Quad? How do you see it? What does it matter to you and your specific vantage point? So as ever, with that question, we want to get your feedback, if at all possible. All of our details are included here. The way you can reach us through our homepage, email, Twitter, Facebook, and even commenting on this YouTube page itself. So as ever, we want a conversation, a dialogue. Feel free to provide your own interpretations of the Quadrilateral Security Review. Provide your own feedback on these four countries partnering together. You can reject the ideas presented in this. You can add to what has been talked about. These are meant as quick briefs to inspire a conversation. So we hope that you answer our initial offering here with your own views. I hope this video reaches you all in good health and good spirits, and look forward to future briefs that are forthcoming from the NESA Center. Thank you so much and take care.